I was hassled, I was pushed around, I was mistreated and misled. People spit on me, put their hands on me. Staff blindly defended the other parties, and even, and I quote, called me a dumb white boy.
This is Tyler Merritt. He's about to try a ballsy legal strategy, the victim card. He's got a tear-jerking letter ready, claiming he's the one who's been harassed, racially targeted, and assaulted. He's betting the judge will see a poor, misunderstood soul. He's dead wrong. You're about to see a judge listen to this entire sob story and then use the defendant's 15-year history of violence to call it crap to his face. In this courtroom, an apology is just a tactic, and the judge is the only one who can call this bluff.
These are case numbers 24CR41418, 24CR41819, the State of Ohio versus Tyler Merritt. Mr. Merritt is before the court with his counsel, Ms. Chambers. Ms. Nicholson, on behalf of the State of Ohio, we're here for a final probation violation hearing. Ms. Chambers, does your client wish to have a hearing?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Merritt, you understand you are entitled to have a hearing on these allegations?
I do.
You wish to waive that hearing and admit to the violation?
I do.
All right, the court's going to find that you have violated the terms of your community control. Anything on behalf of the state?
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Merritt has shown that he is not amenable to community control any longer. The court has given him numerous opportunities at both residential treatment centers, sober living. He got himself kicked out of CCC. He's had altercations in the jail. We would ask the court revoke his community control and sentence him to prison.
Thank you. Anything from probation?
Your Honor, we would agree with the state.
Ms. Chambers?
Other than what we discussed in Chambers, Your Honor, I do know that Mr. Merritt would like to read a letter on his own behalf as well as address you personally on those matters.
Okay, so Mr. Merritt?
So, you know, I had a lot of trouble through this program, sir. It wasn't necessarily what I expected. It was kind of ran more like a prison than the program I was seeking, like the program I was seeking. I wrote this letter to articulate it properly, to kind of get it summarized the best I could. You know, Your Honorable Judge Tepe, I'm not perfect and I make mistakes. I'm not saying I've done no wrong, but CCC was just not a good place for me. I was hassled, I was pushed around, I was mistreated and misled. People spit on me, put their hands on me. Staff blindly defended the other parties, and even, and I quote, called me a dumb white boy. After explicitly asking if this was, and I quote again, a racial thing, I was wrote up for disrespect on staff, and that was one of the 3 violations that I was terminated from there for. And then, you know, these things just kept happening to me. So I tried to go to staff on multiple occasions. They said that they had my safety in their best interest. I was approached in blind spots. You know, people put their hands on me. They spit on me. They did all these things, and I still walked away from this stuff. I did push this guy to create some distance, but I went straight to staff right after to tell them about it. Nothing was ever done to these people, only me. And I know that I even asked to be moved, nothing, you know, to try to stay away from it. Nothing ever came of that. So I don't know what went wrong there, but I really tried. And I've put violence behind me. I put that prison mentality behind me. And even here in the jail, like she said, I had altercations in the jail. And I went to the hole for it for a day, and they took me out of the hole because from what I understand, they seen that I was kind of in the right, because after this guy went into my cell after spitting on me and I still didn't do anything, him and his cellie spit on me. I kept telling them just to leave me alone, leave me alone. I hit the button trying to get out of the dorm, out of the cell, and they didn't respond. But they did see what was going on, seen the argument happening all morning. And once I didn't let anything happen. I didn't go physical. I just left it alone, started watching TV. This man went up to my cell, stole some stuff out of there. I demanded it back, and he swung on me, hit me in the head, dragged me in the cell, kneed me in the mouth, and threw me on the ground. I didn't swing back. I let all this happen, being afraid of getting a charge, being afraid of being looked at as if I was an aggressor or any of that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes, but I put all this violence behind me. In prison, if you don't respond to their violence, they will try to make you fight no matter what. And I've been targeted, I've been made a fool of, and it's all because I just won't fight. And I just wanted the court to at least see that, because I've been through a lot because of that. I also have, besides that, I have a reason for, I just wanted to read this also. Your Honor, I believe being at home with the people that love and support me is the best place to continue a successful recovery and a thriving life. Excuse me. Thank you. In a thriving life, I have a job, a vehicle, a wonderful woman who does no drugs and does not drink. Probation and sober living tends to have me around more drugs and bad influences than you'd think. And here in Ohio, I'm alone with no support. I have nothing here. I have nothing here besides my children that I'm fighting for, and I can't visit already. Where I live in Kentucky, I have a beautiful home and all these things that I've already got. I can fight for my kids and maintain thriving employment, go to local home groups, and my 94-year-old grandmother keeps me busy by upgrading her home. And my mother's also 65 on a walker and lives with her. Today's my daughter's birthday, and I have so much to live for. I've wasted enough time making mistakes that I could have avoided using the skills I've obtained through my recovery. I'm very grateful for my probation officer, Molly Rose, for showing the concern and patience and guiding me through this journey. I know it can't be an easy job dealing with me. I'm asking for the mercy of the court to go back to all these beautiful things that I've got as soon as they see fit.
Mr. Merritt, I told you, I was very specific with you that the last time you were before me on a probation violation that I was going to give you one more chance. I didn't go back and look at that recommendation from probation, but it may have been very true that at that point in time probation was recommending that I simply let you serve a period of incarceration, because I know my notes say that last time was your last chance.
Yes.
You have been breaking the law with violence and violation of court's orders since you were 18. For the last 15 years, you've done nothing but break the law. You come in here with very flowery words and showing emotion, but the bottom line is I think you're nothing more than a manipulator. You assault women, you violate court orders, you get into fights, you seem to be the instigator, whether it's in the jail or at CCC, of racial tension. That's how I see it. So I'm not buying into your crap today. I'm not gonna fall for this again with you. I'm done. So today I'm gonna find that probation would no longer adequately punish you and would seriously demean what happened in this case. The prison is necessary to fulfill the purposes and principles of sentencing, including punishment, deterrence, and protection of the public. And based upon your extensive criminal history and your failure to respond to community control sanctions, prison is now necessary. So, under case number, let me get these case numbers right, 41418, this court's going to order you to serve 12 months in prison on count 1 and 6 months in prison on count 2. Those to be served consecutive to each other. You have 311 days jail time credit on that. On case number 41819, the court's going to order you to serve 12 months in prison, that to be served consecutive to 41418, and 180 days in the Warren County Jail to be served concurrent. The court does find that a consecutive sentence is necessary to punish this defendant. It is not disproportionate to the conduct or danger posed by the defendant, and your criminal history demonstrates that consecutive sentences are necessary to protect the public. Court does find that you're indigent for the purpose of any fines, costs, or other financial sanctions. There may be opportunities for you to receive up to 1 day per month participating in certain education, vocation, or other programs sponsored by the Department of Corrections. You're also subject to a discretionary period of post-release control. Upon your release, the Adult Parole Authority may supervise you for up to 2 years. If you violate that supervision, The adult parole authority can return you to prison for up to one half of this court's original sentence. If your violation is that you commit another felony, you can be returned to prison for 1 year or the period that you have left on PRC, whichever is longer. That time would run consecutive to any additional prison time you get sentenced to. Ms. Nicholson, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor, he just has the jail time credit on the 414.
Yeah, 0 days jail time credit under 41819.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Chambers, anything else?
Just were you crediting that 311 days?
311 days are all credited to 41418.
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you, Your Honor.
thank you all.
So in the end, the big performance was a total flop. Tyler asked for mercy, the judge called him a manipulator and hit him with 30 months. Did the judge get it right? Was he right to call this guy's apology crap? And can you ever trust the tears of a man with a 15-year history of violence? Drop your thoughts below.